I grew up in a moshav in Israel, close to endless nature. I used to walk along the fields behind our house, collecting snails, ants, leaves, and building up my curiosity about nature. During my childhood, I also relocated to several countries in the world with my family, and that sparked my curiosity about communication between people, especially across cultures, like we have here in Boston. When I studied biology, I realized that microbes, bacteria, these tiny little creatures, can communicate. So I decided to combine my two curiosities, nature and communication, and to study the beneficial microbes that live within our bodies. We have many microbes living on our outer and inner surfaces, and they communicate between each other and us. I'm interested in their communication with us, and in their beneficial functions to us. How do they complement our body? These microbes have been shown to be very important across animal kingdoms. We first acquire them at birth, the first moments of life, through our birth canal, through the first encounter with our parents, with our family, with the environment. And these first encounters are important for our health at adulthood. They have been shown to be important in our digestion, in fighting the bad microbes, and also in many diseases, in diabetes, obesity, cancer, and even affecting our moods. The diversity of these microbes on our skin affect our susceptibility to mosquito bites. Imagine a cream made of microbes that will defend us from mosquitoes. And this squid is a very cool story. It has a special organ dedicated for microbes. It collects them, they grow inside its body, they communicate with each other, and when they reach a threshold, they emit light that cancels the squid's shadow. That way, this squid can swim around, find its prey, and be hidden from its predators. It's even called a light organ. Some of you may know that animals like elephants and others eat their community's poop, their community's feces. They're actually smart. The feces contains the largest amount of microbes. It's actually our intestine microbes, the largest community, many species, and the largest abundance. And eating these feces increases their health. There are even insects that when they're hatched, they don't know where to go, but when they eat the feces, their life meaning is known to them. They know they're directed. So in order to study this, we grow mice inside isolators so that they are germ-free. They don't have any microbes, and they are isolated from the environment that is full of other microbes. We learn how their systems look like without microbes, and then we add microbes to each of these isolators and study their effects. What we find is that germ-free mice without any microbes, have an undeveloped immune system, unbalanced immune system. And when we start adding these human gut microbes, one by one, the immune system gets developed and gets balanced, just like at birth. That's why we start acquiring them. They develop our immune system. In order to study them, we're also interested to visualize them. However, these microbes live in an anaerobic environment in our gut without any oxygen, and most of the fluorescent tools for science require oxygen. So we applied a chemistry trick called click chemistry that enables visualization of these microbes. This is an actual microbe that probably resides within us all. It's called Bacteroides fragilis. And this is how it looks like. It's a human gut microbe. We can also visualize it inside its natural niche, inside a live mouse. What you see here is a live mouse just taking a nap. We can visualize it throughout its life, just putting it to sleep for 15 minutes and putting it back to his friends. And we visualize these microbes. So you can see the tubing of the intestine formed by these microbes because that's where they live. And we can also zoom in into the intestine. And this is The blue cells here are the mouse intestine, and the greens are this Bacteroides fragilis, swimming around happily inside its niche. This image is actually my dream come true, because we can see here the community of microbes. Different microbes here have different colors. The blue again are the intestine cells of the mouse. And when we see them, we can understand where they live and how do they communicate with each other and with us. We find that the pink microbe penetrates very close to the mouse intestine cells. The orange one captures the food particles in our intestine, and the green ones are located both close to the orange one and close to the pink one. So now we can understand that perhaps the green one communicates with both the pink and the orange, and the pink and the orange probably don't talk to each other directly. But this can guide us because these microbes might be dependent to each other and have to live together in order to help us, in order to give us their functions. We can also visualize them in the context of the immune system. This is a lymph node, just like the lymph nodes we test in our kids. All the colors here are different immune cells, and the white are the microbes. In this case, it's again the Bacteroides fragilis. We can see that Bacteroides fragilis communicates with the mouse immune cells. The green cell is a mouse immune cell, and the white are these microbes communicating with this cell. So remember the elephants? They were smart. We now realized that fecal transplantation, or frozen poop pills, like the ones you see here, that were developed, by the way, by an Israeli MD, Ilan Youngster, that was here and now is back in Israel. They are very effective against a disease that causes severe diarrhea. This disease is caused by a microbe called Clostridium difficile. Some of us might have it. It doesn't always harm, but at certain conditions it causes a severe diarrhea in which we cannot leave our home, and many times antibiotics fail to treat it. But fecal transplantation, or these frozen feces pills, have an over 90% effectiveness. And this is a natural solution because we insert to our body our microbes. They can stay there, it's long-lasting, and it has very few side effects. So our study identifies the actual microbes. We identified 50 different human gut microbes and their beneficial effects on our immune system. And now we can tie them to different diseases. And I hope that in the future, a pharmacy will have on its shelves bottles with microbes in them, each microbe for a different disease. Perhaps even my collection from my childhood will be on these shelves. So I hope I convinced you that the beneficial microbes that live within us are man's best friend. Thank you.